So one thing I like that's a little bit different here instead of defensive end, because I it's something that pains me a lot. Is someone that runs a 4-3 defense. Always hate, outside linebackers. They're edge rushers. As a Levante David fan, I feel like he's been hosed a bit with all pros and Pro Bowls because of that, but it is what it is. Anyway, James Williams on the left side as an edge rusher. You see Silver Hammer, Silver Workhorse. He's an 83 overall, speed at 79. On the other side will be Amari Williams, 76 overall, more speed. Harold behind him, solid in terms of abilities. Got a hammer there, but really the starters are what they are. Defensive tackle. So Jackson Jr., I mentioned him earlier, strength of 95. Hopefully he can blow up some run plays and get involved in the pass rush too. Force the quarterback outside, hopefully into the edge rushers being able to generate pressure and get the sack. McRae and Lyons are behind. You see, Lyons has more power or strength. Both are juniors, but McRae has the physical ability to take down and higher awareness. So maybe that will be the move. I'll have to take a deep dive into that and look. Sam linebacker, you got Jaden Parrish, 83 speed overall. He's probably not going to be the starter. The Mike linebackers got Thompson, gold takedown, silver wrap up, 81 overall, 84 speed. They actually have a little more speed with the linebacking core this season compared to what it was in season 32. Kind of rough at times because people can take advantage. Blake, the backup, bronze wrap up. I'm sure he'll get some play time too. On the other side, the Will, you've got Herring, Elijah Herring, 83 speed, like that hammer and wrap up. Look into a little more detail at their coverage skills, but that'll be more of a thing once we prepare for the start of the season. At corner, well, it's very obvious who's number one. Jeremiah Wilson gets that nod. 5'10, quick jump, blanket coverage, like that. 91 speed. Zone coverage, you can see down there on the bottom right, is a 92 overall, 77 press, man coverage 86. So a very solid player. He's a junior. I'm hoping he has a great season. Across from him will be Edwin Joseph. You see the drop off in both man and zone coverage, but 90 speed overall, 6 feet tall. Quick jump. We'll see what happens with him. Looking at the other corners, no abilities, but not a terrible group. Jones probably gets the nod as the nickel. 89 speed, zone coverage is 76, press is 80. Man coverage isn't bad. And then Lester the third. So the question will be, out of these three, who do you go with as the third? The easy answer says go with Bates just because he's faster. He also is 6'2". 91 speed, zone coverage is 78, man 72. Not the worst coverage of the group. Thompson, no, I don't know. Yeah, I'd probably say Thompson overall is the better. So I'll deal with that. Free safety, Kirkland. No physical abilities at all, or any abilities for that matter, for any of the safeties. Kirkland will start though. He's an 88 speed, he's 78 overall. Awareness, 76. Got zone coverage of 78, tackle 73. Hit power, not bad. Strong safety. Brown will be the starter, that's obvious. Instinct is gold. Legion is bronze. Blow up is gold. So fitting in to help stop the run. He's an 89 speed, awareness 9.0, and pretty decent zone coverage 83, tackle 77. He'll definitely play. For kicker, got two, but Jake Weinberg going to be the move. Kick power of 93, accuracy 80. That is better than Gardner. So very obvious choice. He is a freshman though, and that might be a concern playing on the game with the kicking changes. Maybe the class level or experience, in this case lack thereof, may make kicks harder too. But kick power of 93, 50 should be something in range. Hunter, well, I just throw interception, so we don't really have to worry about punting. But if we did, his accuracy is 73. That's a little bit of concern. But he is a junior, so we'll manage. Not a bad roster. All in all, 3 impact players. Very obvious ones: a corner, your D tackle, and the right tackle. But the way that I plan on trying to play with this team, your top 3 guys, elite players for sure, but the difference makers will be elsewhere. Luke hopefully wearing down defensive tackles to take advantage of late in game. White creating opportunities in the pass game, get him open in space. Robinson, just his physical presence, being able to get open and just body off and wall off defenders and block. And then of course Tommy. Like, it all ultimately comes down to him. He's the ringleader of this offense. He's running the show. So hopefully he has a good season. We'll make sure to probably get his feet involved in the game too. Don't want to do it too often because I don't want it to impact his passing. But all in all, this Florida State team is a solid team. I know there's better teams. I know there's worse teams. It'll be a challenge trying to figure out how to make the best and like kind of scheme how I want to go about scheming players open on offense or scheming concepts. Defensively, there's some pieces there. Definitely like that. There's more speed at the linebacker position this year, though I'll probably find myself in situations where there's a lot of just 2 linebacker defensive formation. That is the roster, though. Not bad, not bad. The last thing that I should take a look at since we're here, I already know, but just so I can show it. If you look at the overall rating, offense 82, defense 82, overall 82. Could be some tough sledding, but we'll do our best. I like this roster. One of the reasons I wanted to keep them anyway. It should be a fun season, challenging but fun.